Yes, what's on your mind? Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian War, but with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorian. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malak's fleet. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop them. It shouldn't be my fault. I did everything I could. I followed my orders and did my duty. That shouldn't mean I failed them. I didn't. Yeah, no, that's not what I mean. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not making much sense, am I? You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action, keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
Okay, you alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid.
Rabotan ni wikismat toma. Tukning nang kong na murira rabes. Wana kunbes. King ba murira. Tonking ba non konek.
That's how we should deal with smart-mouth aliens. Now the rest of you get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. Hey, what's this? Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives. Attack!
Yes?
Tiscado Sukikumba na bona na Kachu, Agtuin Kotu, Topada Bunkwalya Gandonago Chuchut, Kabachi Kuita Hodonga, Kuyami Juskuna Chitanai, Inakun Mama Rulira Rachikun, Slimo Padona. Jawana Bota Ayua Tahonga Chakanki Dora, Kachi Kuita Hodonga, Topada Bunkwalya Gando Donago Chuchut, Musha Papampa, Polawana Chitne. Pamuli Slemo Podawanga kun bes mulira rabes. Uba batu konchi. Tong nongbong shang yung yang. Tong patok smaktelia.
Ready?
Sure.
Jawana Bota Ayua Tahonga Chakanki Dora.
Tong haitwam jiji jumblumpa. Nitapoe tikito. Dolpa da bongwalea gandona chuchu.
Runda di hodonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching.
Chi gratu loda bograshi oniu kompa chintomo muchuba. Loda dita kun. Ta kum just miki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Dolba bank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogish.
And I can tell you from experience that they aren't any good at all against a simple vibroblade. That's why the Republic has been training soldiers in hand-to-hand and melee combat.
Tong haitwam jiji jumblumpa. Nitapoe tikito. Dolpa da bongwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto tun. Chila mulane ni dupo. Ta kumjus miki grabelmogo. Kachi chu ita bodunga. Dolba bank wale chi gratu loda bograshi oniu kompa. Dolpa da bongwale gandona gugu chuchut. Kavadum ku pelio boteni.
Runda di hodonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching.
Tong abog sha umni. We itanan dayata. What are you? Tag bis you bonko koki banka. Ching pala chiska mule. Tunarana nu prata. Dong chan shak bulara. Umrao chiska duchi. On chuban jishka yanki. Titoke gratung. We tam boragatong. Mulira siyang turong ni na potata. Ci gratullo da pograshi oniu kompa cintomo muchuba. Mucho shak pakata. Kiye no nama paole. Achuta.
Yes, what's on your mind? Terrace? Well, the planet's all one big city, but its golden years are long past. From what I hear, the wealthy live on the tops of all the tall towers, and if you're poor, well, that's all I can think of. You got it.
Raboda niun kismak tonga. Tukning nang kongkun na mulira rabes. Wana kunbes. Jingpa mulira. Tukling ba nokonek.
Kavadumpa kapalia monapata, bonanakachu. Yin kin kun no bo.
Hey there, watch where you're walking, My name's Kadir, I'm the janitor for this building. You must be the new tenant here, right? Here, you look like an off-worlder. What happened, you get stuck here because of the quarantine? Can't see any other reason someone would want to rent that old apartment. Don't know how much I can tell you, but seeing as how you're new here, I guess... Decent enough place to live, I guess, except for the lower levels. That's where the swoop gangs hang out. Just stay in Upper City and you'll be fine. You also might want to check out the cantina. I used to go there when I was younger. A good place to get a drink and find out what's going on in the Upper City. Just keep following the apartment complex ring until you come to the elevator. It'll take you out to the upper streets there. And from there, don't know how much I... Well, the best place to go is probably Kebley Yurt's store. She's right. Just keep following the apartment complex ring and... Don't know how much I... Not much of an issue for me, you know. I ain't never left Taurus, and they ain't never gonna. A lot of other folks are sure riled up about it, but I prefer to keep to myself mostly. But there's plenty of people at the cantina who'll be more than happy to tell you what... I should get back to work anyway.
No problem. Got it.
Who are you? What are you doing in here? You can't just come barging into someone's home. That's no excuse. You can't just go around barging into people's apartments because you're curious. But at least you're more polite than that pig Holden. Just one of Darvik's men who can't keep his hands to himself. But all he got for his trouble was a nasty scar from my vibroblade. Too bad I'm the one still paying the price. I don't want to talk about it. I'm in enough trouble already. Besides, I don't know if I can trust you. Well, I suppose you seem like an all-right sort. When I cut Holden, it made him back off, but it also embarrassed him in front of his friends. Holden's a spiteful little hut slug. He went and put out a bounty on my head for what I did. That's why I'm hiding out here. I doubt it. Holden is one of Darvik's men. When you work for the local crime lord, the authorities tend to turn a blind eye. I'm afraid this is between me and Holden now. You could try, I guess. He usually hangs out at the cantina in the lower city. It probably won't do any good. Holden's used to getting his own way. That's one of the fringe benefits of being a goon for Darvik. Working for the local crime lord lets you get away with things. Still, I appreciate the offer. I can't help you there. Since this thing with Holden, I've been scared to leave my apartment. I don't know anything about what's going on. I doubt it. Goodbye and good luck. I hope you can talk some sense into Holden.
No problem. Got it.
Kudu, Tunirama na praka donko searcha, chupapanki.
I'll avoid what I can. What? What? No problem. Got it.
boda niunkis na tonga. Tokning nang kongkun na murira ra bes. Wana kun bes. Jingpa murira. Toking ba non connect.
No problem. Got it.
I heard the gangs have overrun the lower city. Why don't the Sith go down there and restore order?
What's this? Another off-worlder? I didn't realize how many of you there were on Terrace until this Sith quarantine.
Out of our way, citizen. We're on official Sith business. Just stand aside if you know what's good for you.
I heard the Sith are sending salvage teams into the Undercity. I heard they're looking for Republic survivors to take prisoner.
Taris used to be a nice place before the Sith showed up and started bossing us around.
Hello there. I haven't seen you in my shop before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kebla Yurt. Welcome to the Equipment Emporium. You looking to buy some supplies? My shop's the largest one in all of Upper Terrace. Best selection on the planet. Whatever you need, I've got. Well, mostly.
Mostly? What do you mean by that?
The Sith confiscated all my heavy weapons, and they impounded all my ships and swoop bikes. But I've still got a real nice selection, if you're interested. Anything I can do to help a... I heard a couple of pods crash down in the Undercity. I bet the crash sites have already been stripped clean by the Sith, though. Unless the swoop gangs or Davik's men got there first. I don't have anything good to say about those swoop gangs. Zooming around on their swoop bikes, terrorizing the lower city like a bunch of animals. Things weren't so bad when the Hidden Becks were running the show. But ever since the rise of the Black Vulcar gang... the lower city has been nothing short of a war zone. The Sith haven't even bothered trying to maintain order down there. And I heard a rumor that Davik's own people are having problems with the Black Vulcars now. Oh, Davik's a legitimate businessman, if you get my drift. Smuggling, slaving, extortion. They say he's a member of the Exchange, you know, the big intergalactic criminal organization.
Well, I've heard of the Exchange. Bad organization to cross. But if anyone has blockade-breaking ships, however, it's them.
I have to pay him a protection fee every month, but it's reasonable. And I get most of my inventory through Davik and his suppliers, so I'm just smart enough not to ask where it came from, you understand? Davik hates the Sith as much as anybody. The quarantine has put a real dent in his operations, too. But he's keeping a low profile as long as the occupation lasts. Davik stays out of the way, and the Sith don't bother him. The swoop gangs could learn a thing or two from this tidy little arrangement instead of always going after each other. It's not smart to say bad things about the people in power, if you get my meaning. I just wish the Sith would ease up on the quarantine, though. They're killing my business. I can't say I like having them here in Upper City, but it could be worse, and we're still a lot better off than the Lower City, what with those swoop gangs and all. Oh, you're one of those off-worlders, aren't you? Come to Terrace for a short business trip and... Oh, you can't be too happy. Trapped on an unfamiliar world and all. But Terrace isn't so bad, as long as you stay in the Upper City. Just try to avoid the Sith. And stay out of the Lower City. The swoop gangs are totally out of control. Even Davik's men are having trouble down there. Good day to you, then. Welcome to the equipment... just so you know, the prices on the items are final.
Greetings and good day. On behalf of the new Sith rulers, I am programmed to encourage you to... I am a Crypticon droid programmed to provide information to everyone on Taris. The Sith are the new authority here on Taris. They seek to preserve the customs of our world. May I be of any... I am afraid that is impossible. Taris is currently under a planet-wide quarantine. The Sith are allowing no one to arrive or leave. May I be of any... The Taris Tourism Board has issued a strong warning to all visitors to avoid the lower city. It is a violent... May I be of any... Alien species have restricted access to the upper city. This is one of the most ancient traditions of Taris, and the Sith have promised to preserve. Of course, I have yet to see them arrest a single alien for traveling the upper city. May I be of any further service to you? I am an employee of the Taris government, programmed to provide information and guidance to... May I be of any further? Then if you will excuse me...
Don't bother me. I'm here on official Sith...
If the Sith wanted to get on everyone's good side...
I heard the Sith are sending salvage teams down to the Undercity to recover those Republic escape pods.
Can't you see I'm busy with my duties?
I see from your appearance that you are an off-worlder. Still, you're welcome here. I'll not have it said that Zelka Foreign refused to help somebody just because they weren't a citizen of Taris. Do you require healing or medical supplies? I can treat almost any injury or ailment right here at the medical facility. Except the rat ghoul disease, of course. The terrible affliction has plagued Taris for many generations. It is spread by the rat ghouls, horrible monsters that live in the Undercity below Taris's great skyscrapers. Prolonged exposure to the Undercity breeds the disease, and those infected will eventually mutate into rat ghouls themselves, becoming mindless beasts that feed on the flesh of others. There is no antidote for the disease, though I heard the Republic scientists at the military base here on Taris were close to perfecting a cure. Then the Sith arrived. They overran the military base, and now they refuse to allow anyone access to the laboratories inside. The Sith are keeping all the serum for the patrols they send into the Undercity. If I could just get my hands on a sample of that serum, the rat ghoul disease could be wiped from the face of Taris forever. But I don't see how that's going to happen. I don't see how anyone could get their hands on that serum. The military base is crawling with Sith guards. Breaking in there would be a suicide mission. I suppose the Sith patrols in the Undercity might have a sample of the serum on them, if they hadn't already used it because of a rat ghoul infection. But I doubt a patrol would just hand the serum over, and nobody is stupid enough to attack one of the Sith patrols, even in the Undercity. Please, don't say that. If the Sith hear you, they might think I'm suggesting you start attacking their patrols. They could shut me down. I only mentioned the serum because you asked. I don't actually expect anyone to get me the serum. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? Of course. Just step over here and I'll show you what I have in stock. My
No problem. Got it.
What are you doing? Don't go in there! That door is for employees only! You recognize these soldiers? But how? Unless you're a friend of the Republic. I guess I'd better tell you what's going on. I only hope the Sith don't find out what I've done. Since the space battle overhead, people have been secretly bringing in these Republic soldiers who crash-landed on the planet. I had to take them in. What choice did I have? Their injuries are terrible. Most won't survive. But at least I can make their last days more comfortable. And at least here, they're hidden away from the Sith.
Well, for that you have my thanks. It's good to know that at least some of these men ended up in compassionate hands.
I hate to imagine what the Sith would do if they discovered these soldiers here. But since their initial questioning, the Sith have not returned, so it may be my fears are unfounded. I'm afraid there's nothing more anyone can do for these soldiers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should return to the front in case anyone comes in needing medical attention. Welcome back. It will just take me a moment while I examine your injuries. Welcome back. Are you in need of healing or medical supplies? Well, this is a hospital of sorts, though my resources are quite limited since the Sith quarantined the planet. I provide basic medical services to all citizens of and visitors to Taris. I have extensive medical training, and even with the lack of resources, I can treat most injuries or ailments right here at the center. Except for the Rakghoul disease, of course. I am quite busy maintaining the facility, but I don't know much, but I'll tell you what I can. Do you want to know about The people here in the upper city generally like to think they're better than the rest of the people here can be selfish, greedy, arrogant, even prejudiced. That's why aliens need special... Maybe if more people in the upper city weren't so self-centered, things wouldn't be so bad in the lower city and the undercity. The lower city has been overrun by swoop gangs and thugs. If you're going to travel down there, you better go armed. If you don't get attacked by one of the swoop gangs, you'll probably end up beaten and robbed by one of Davik's thugs. Soon it will be as bad as the Undercity. Davik is the resident crime lord of Taris. He deals in stolen goods, he trades in slaves and contraband, and it would take a month to list all the people he's made disappear. His slimy grasp even reaches here into Upper Taris. Most of the shops pay him protection money, so he'll leave them alone. Yeah, the man is nothing but a thug. I guess I'm lucky. Since my medical facility doesn't make any profits, Davik doesn't bother me. But if you ask me, he's no better than the Sith. The Undercity is a wasteland, crawling with flesh-eating mutants called Rakghouls. I feel sorry for the outcasts that are forced to live there. Justice here on Taris is swift and harsh. There are only two punishments: execution or banishment to the Undercity. Anyone banished can never return on pain of death. Even their descendants are forced to live in the depths beneath our great cities. Whenever I can, I send supplies to the Undercity to help ease the misery of their lives. Although there is nothing I can do to help those infected with the Rakghoul disease. I am quite busy maintaining the facility. I know enough to be scared of them. I've heard about the brutality of the Sith. I know what they do. So far, all they've done is ask me some general questions, but I'm afraid they might one day decide to shut this facility. I guess there's not much I can do about the Sith, except hope that the Republic finds a way to stop their conquest of the entire galaxy. I am quite busy maintaining... All I know is what I was told by the people who brought these Republic soldiers here for treatment. They found the wreckage of 2 escape pods down in the Undercity. Goodbye, and good health to you.
Psst, you there. Wait a minute. I need to talk to you about the Rakghoul serum. Zelka isn't the only one who wants to get his hands on the Rakghoul serum. Davik Kang will pay you 10 times what Zelka can if you can get the cure. Oh, come on. Everybody knows who Davik Kang is. He's... I'll just deny it. Who's Zelka gonna believe? Me or some off-world stranger? Davik's interested in anything that can turn a profit. He could make a fortune selling the serum to anyone infected with the disease. Not like Zelka, who Look, Zelka can't afford to pay me much. If you sell the serum to Davik, I can probably get a nice finder's fee for directing you to him. Davik isn't the kind of guy you can just walk up to, you know. The best thing to do is to take the Rat Ghoul serum to Zax. He runs the Lower City Bounty Office, but everyone knows he also works for Davik. He'll make it worth your while. Helping people is all well and good, but you have to help yourself first, right? I'm telling you, Davik will pay big credits for the cure. More than Zelka could ever afford.
And then only the rich could afford the cure. Just let the poor suffer, right?
If you find the Rat Ghoul serum, just take it to Zax in the Lower City Bounty Office. He works for Davik. He'll pay you what that cure is really worth.
Davik says you missed your last payment.
Here, I've got 50 credits. A down payment. That should buy me some time, right?
Sorry, you're out of time. Now it's all or nothing. Davik can't have people not paying his debts.
But I don't have that much. How can I give you credits I don't have? No! Help! Somebody help! They're going to kill me!
I know we have to be careful about drawing attention to ourselves, but are we gonna just let them drag this guy off?
Hold on a second. Looks like we got ourselves a witness here.
Thank you. I owe you my life. Those bounty hunters are going to take me away and kill me. My wife warned me. Now I can't pay him back. It's not good to owe a crime lord money. He'll just keep sending more bounty hunters after me till I'm dead. You already helped me by saving me from those bounty hunters, so unless you have a spare 100 credits to give me so I can pay off Davik, there's nothing else you can do. You're giving me 100 credits? Just like that? I don't know what to say. Thank you. Thank you.
You're giving him 100 credits? Generous.
Now I can pay off Davik. You've saved my life. Thank you. I'd better take these credits to him right away.
People complain about the Sith, but this quarantine is good for all the businesses on Terrace. Look at Javier's canteen.
My mama says I have to stay out of the lower city. That's where the bad people live.
Greetings and good day. On behalf of the... I am a protocol droid. Then if you will excuse me.
Yes, what's on your mind? Terrace? The planet's all one big city, but it's gold. From what I hear, the wealthy live on the tops of all the tall towers, and that's all I can think of. I guess I did say you could ask me questions later, didn't I? Is this really necessary? No, I don't have a problem with it, really. Go ahead and interrogate me. No, I was just joking. Though you do seem to be full of questions. It's rather refreshing, to be honest. Let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective. I'm just trying to figure it out. I saw enough men lose their lives needlessly during the Mandalorian Wars. It's difficult to see that happen all over again. We lost the ship and a lot of good people, and for what? In the hope that the Jedi powers would save us somehow? Not that Bastila had much of an opportunity to act. We didn't choose that battle anyway. It got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway? Well, that makes sense. Still, it seems a bit strange that someone who is a last-minute addition to the crew roster is one of the survivors. You were the only one. Not to mention that Bastila's party was the one who requested your transfer. The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board. I mean, hell, they practically took over the ship, as far as I could tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing, I know. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value, however, and I hate surprises. I mean, I have to expect the unexpected, just to be safe. Look, it has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things? all right. You're pretty damn tenacious. You know that? We'll talk about it, but later. Right now, I just want to get going.
What is this planet coming to, huh? Slummy's just walking around the upper city.
Shouldn't you go to the lower cities where you belong, Slummy?
Wow, this is rich.
Yeah, like he said. These streets are for upper city citizens. You better get out of the way if you know what's good for you.
Come on, fellas. This Slummy ain't worth the bother.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Maybe next time, Slummy. Come on, fellas, let's go.
Kin shi kakchin awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun pala monareji. Ching pala niska mule tun ratatigin podranko. Desarcha doma wana kondatama. We timembo rangtong. Mule ra on shaturing ni patoga wanga chonzi tse. Ika krotu hakujije. Watu yama kama wuna henak nek. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Kin ba mule radwana, dong kin ba no kudnok nek. Kava numpa kumpialia monokata, ranga kun bis kin no moruat. Kakin chana guana brakon.
You'd think people would be a little more tolerant of others in this day and age. I guess stupidity and ignorance will never go out of style.
Genchopa chawi tichok twis yun kun, watu yama kama wuna henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa, dong abuk shami no nok. China pala mule, tong ki ba non tontek, dun ni cha. Kin kun shi kakchin awana wamata. Nishi la chorga kin kun kuyami jvuk chikchita na patogta, yafulke gogala jiji. Kakin cha na guat na bon kon, wana kumbes, chi pala mulek, tong ki pa nagnonek, tu nik ton chun chun ke nemo. Bona na kachu, kicha badwang, wanga kum kiba bu mulera, kakin chak nawa gawa bakon. Donc, mucho shakapaka, ye ki kon no ba muladra ki chichon. Tanga bok sha nagnong. Hachu apanki. Tanga bun shan Tanga bok sha nak nong. Kin kun shin kin. Nikin kun na. Kavadumpa kapalia monapata. Bona nakachu. Yin kin kun no ba mule rat chinapala mule. Tonki ba non tontek. Tunni chachon kun ne. Hachu apanki. Jishawa anibong kasha kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wanakumbes. Chi pala mulek. Tonki ba nagno. China pala mule. Tonki ba non tontek. Tunni chachon kun. Kipuna. Bona na kichu. Kin ba mule radwana. Ton kin ba no kudnok nek. Kava nump. Ni bajoni yo lak wish. Dopayuma pasen lapti non goto. Genchopa chawi tichok twis yun kun. Watu yama kama wona henak nek. Bugrash kipuna na bonsha. Kava dumpa kupaliaya. Tangabun shan Tangabun shan nang. Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. We team member rang thong. Mulira on shadtoring ni hakuji kopa. Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku. Yuma. Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku. Genchopa chawi tichok twis yun kun. Watu yama kama wona henak nek. Bugra shak kunti chiwa chawa. Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wanakumbes chi. Tanga bok sha nak nong. Kin kun shin kin. Rundi I chawa tongbola Johnny Ku. Yuma wamanibo lora wa.
What's this? Another off-worlder? I didn't realize how many of you there were on Terrace until...
A plague spreads through our...
If this crazy street preacher keeps on about war and days of reckoning, the Sith just might lock him away.
Friends and fellow humans, I bring you a warning. A warning of a great plague spreading across our planet. Please, my name is Gorton Kolu. Will you join my cause? We must band together if we are to stop the spread of vermin and scum throughout Taris. I am speaking of the hideous-looking aliens who walk the world of Taris. The Wookiees and Ithorians and Rhodians and Bith, all of them! Listen, friend, for these are dark times. That is why I, Gorton Kolu, have formed the Anti-Alien League. The time has come for action. We cannot sit idly by while aliens blight our glorious planet. You are like all the rest. You will not see the truth. On the day of reckoning, you will suffer with the rest of the alien lovers.
Come on, we should keep moving. Cook or no, people like him can make trouble for us.
The evil walks among us. The enemy is here. We must act now before we are overrun with the vermin invaders.
This elevator is off limits. Only Sith patrols and those with proper authorization are allowed into the lower city. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're not one of the Sith patrols, so unless you have the authorization papers, you must move along. If you were supposed to have them, you'd know where to get them. Now quit wasting my time and move along. I'm not here to give you information. I work for the Sith, not the Taris Tourist Board. Now just move along, unless you have the proper authorization papers.
No problem. Didn't work.
Greetings and good day. I am a protocol. Then if you will excuse me.
No problem. Got it.
Please, please don't hurt me. You don't have to kill me. I'll have Davik's money if he just gives me a little more time. Please. I don't want to die. Here, I've got 50 credits on me. That's all I've got. It's yours. Just don't tell Davik where I'm hiding, okay? I'm begging you. You mean you're not here to kill me? But, I don't think anyone can help me. I owe Davik money, and I was late with the payment. So he went to Zax in the bounty office and put a price on my head. I've been hiding here ever since. But sooner or later, someone will find me. Unless I somehow come up with another 200 credits. I'm a dead man. Thank you. You've saved my life. At least until one...
I wonder if any of those Republic space pods survived crash landing in the Undercity.
Just move along. There's nothing to see here. Where did you hide those Sith uniforms? Did you sell them to the Teresian underground? Start talking. I want answers.
She offered to. She endured it out. And was it good? And she behind Gorufia. And now for the Dufta.
You're a little too curious for your own good, civilian. This doesn't concern you.
I know all about Sith interrogations. This isn't going to end well.
I'm getting sick of your lies, you alien scum. We've got your ugly mug and a security tape from the base. Start talking before I splatter your slimy brains all over this room.
Uh-oh. I think the commander's losing his temper. I'm glad I'm out of here. It took me an hour to clean the bloodstains from my uniform after the last interrogation. Just stay out of this if you know what's good for you. What was that? Did I hear you right? Let us kill him? How can you stop us? Time to teach this civilian the penalty for defying the Sith.
Time to rumble!
Fusi Boravan ran out for the Tufta. She intruded out, and Razi got the Afirtu. Couldn't truth black fandible gelfa, oisidan gelfa, vadinogan gelfa. She afforded Gurisa to the Andevat. When Bundas Tuftadan Gelfa, Oisidan Gelfa, Couldn't truth black fandible. Bundas da Schiafa, Ufta Gel Chief. When now for the Tufta. Ufta Gel Chief, Bundas da Schiafa.
Yes? No problem. Got it. I'll avoid what I can.
I'm sorry. I don't want to get in the way of official Sith business.
You're one of them Sith, ain't you? My mommy says I'm not supposed to talk to you.
Please, don't take me for questioning. I don't know anything, I swear!
You're with the Sith, ain't you? If you want to search the place, go ahead. I won't stop. If...
Yes?
What do you want now? You're not going to tell Dad? I don't think anyone can help me. I owe Davik money, and I've been hiding here You'd give 200 credits to a stranger just...
Wow, that sure was generous of you. I just hope we don't...
Now I can pay off Davik. Oh, thank you. You...
I can't believe we couldn't get arena tickets for this match. Now we'll have to watch the duel on the view screen.
Who cares? It's Duncan and Gurlon fighting. It's not like we're gonna miss anything good.
Shh, they're about to start, so quit complaining and just watch the view screen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I draw your attention to the dueling ring. Here, two combatants will battle for your viewing and gambling enjoyment. Now, I hope all your bets are down because we're ready to roll. In this corner, I give you Gurlon Two Finger. And over here, looking to climb the ranks yet again, is the ever-persistent Deadeye Duncan. And to nobody's great surprise, Deadeye is down again. Don't worry, folks, he's just unconscious. As usual, our medics will have him up and about in a bit. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? So I give you the winner, Gurlon Two Fingers.